y'all, welcome back to my channel. And as you by today's title, I told y'all I will be doing a labor and delivery story time of it, so here we go. Okay, so you see, first of all, y'all, I rewatched that video and I just still cannot believe that I freaking posted that like that. So embarrassing. I was just looking all messed up and all that stuff. Like, I was just like, really, like, I was dead ass posted that. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. So June 23rd, it was like 6 something in the morning, like 6:15, something like that. It was 6 something in the morning, and I woke up and I was having contractions. And usually I don't be timing my contractions because I know that they wasn't like the real contractions, so I never timed them. But I also had some the night before, so I had woke up and someone was just like, let me just time these just to see. So I started timing them, and eventually, you know, it told me that go to the hospital. But I didn't go. Yeah, I didn't tell my mom none of that, cause I don't know. So I did it. So I read it again, and then like I started telling them again, and then I said about like 7 minutes later, it's the same thing. Go to the hospital. I said, okay. Let me tell my mama. So it was a weekday, so she was getting ready for vocal day, and I was like, Mama. I said, Mama, come here. And so I showed her that that it said go to the hospital and stuff. And like my contractions, they was already less than 5 minutes apart. They was like not too bad. They was like 3 to 4 minutes apart. So she was like, okay, let me tell my job and all this stuff. And so I was getting ready, and we already had the bags packed and all that stuff. So I was getting ready and stuff. And then she called my grandma, and then my grandma started talking to me. I was like, oh my god, I'm trying to get ready and stuff, like, but anyway, so yeah, once she started getting ready, we was on our way to the hospital and stuff. And we got to the hospital around, I don't know, probably like 7 something, cause maybe like, yeah, 7 or 8 something. It wasn't that far, but it did take a long time to get the house. So we got to the hospital, they checked me and all that stuff, and they seen that my contractions was less than 5 minutes apart. However, I was not dilated, none. So, and that wasn't the hospital that like I was going for like my appointments or whatever. So yeah, they ended up sending me, they kept me in it for an hour, and then they ended up sending me home because I didn't dilate none. So yeah, so I called the original hospital that I was going to, whatever like that, and I asked them what was the earliest that I can get induced, and they told me 4 o'clock in the morning, which would be June 24th. So okay, so boom, that was that. So 4 o'clock in the morning was my induction date, June 24th. So we got home, and my mama, she already called off Rocco. She was just home with me and stuff. And we got home around like 10 something, y'all. 10 in the morning we got home, came back home, and 10 all the way up to 2 in the morning, I was just dealing with these contractions, trying to wait for 4 o'clock. Like, I was trying so hard not to look at the clock. I went on my phone and nothing like that. I'm talking about, people was texting me. I was seeing all these messages, and I just did not want to text back because I did not want to look at the time. And plus, like, they did start to kick in a little bit more, and they was coming a little bit more faster. So I'll say about 2 to 3 minutes apart. Now, all the way from 10 to 2, there's like 2 to 3 minutes apart, and it was kicking in each more. So I tried to, like, I was going from my room to the living room to the bathroom, from my room to the bathroom to the living room. I was just trying to walk and everything, and I just couldn't, like I was able to walk and stuff, but like I was trying to take my mind off of it. I was trying to go to sleep. Every time I like sit down or lay down, and I just couldn't not go to sleep or nothing. So it was about like 11 to 12 at night. Well, it's morning, I guess, but it was about midnight now, and I say there was like 1 to 2 minutes apart. Like, I say now it was about like 1 to 2 minutes apart, and it was getting a little bit more painful. So I didn't know what to do. Like, I go, at this point it was midnight, so I wasn't doing too much running around, so I was just going from my room to the bathroom, from my room to the bathroom. I had my room light on, the bathroom light on, cause man, and like I was hungry. Like, I knew I was so hungry, but I just couldn't eat. So my stomach was growling and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I swear I just need to go now. So eventually, then it came around like 2 o'clock in the morning, and at this point my mama came and checked on me, and she was like, we're just gonna go ahead and go to the hospital, because at this point you got dilated or something. So imagine my time is at 4 o'clock, but we left at, but we got there at 2 o'clock. We left at 1, and when we got there, they checked me and all this stuff, and checked my cervix, and I was dilated. When I got there, I was already 5 centimeters dilated, and in my mind I was like, okay, I gotta be at least 1 or 2 centimeters dilated when I got there, and I was already 5 centimeters, so I was so happy about that. And then like, my contractions, they said, get now, they said it gets more painful as it goes on, and it do, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I was so focused on 4 o'clock that I wasn't really feeling too much of a difference, but I did feel like a difference. I think I really didn't feel a difference. It was just, I felt that they was coming more and more as the time went on. I started having them more back to back. That's what I felt the difference. The contractions were the same. So that's why I didn't think I was that far dilated. So anyways, yeah, I was checked in and stuff. I didn't have to get induced because I was already 5 centimeters dilated. So yeah, and then they checked. Oh, they what's this called? IV thing. They put the IV in, all this stuff, and yeah, they left the scars and everything. And I got 2 because the first one, that first hospital I went, they had to put the IV in my arm too. So yeah. So from that one, I was shaking like ever since, all the way up till I gave birth. Even from the first hospital, even when I came home, I was still shaking. So when they asked me did I want the epidural, I said no, for one, because of that, you know, if you move a little bit is good, but if you move like a lot or whatever, you can get paralyzed from it. And like them that IV gave me shakes like a lot. Like, I'm talking about I couldn't control. I was like like I was moving a lot, so I didn't want to chance it. So I said no for that. I said no because everybody told me that I was gonna get the epidural, and so I want to put him wrong. So I said no because of that too. And then I said no just because I already did wanted to try to do it without the epidural. So yeah. Am I too loud, girl? Anyways, so yeah, I didn't get the epidural, and when I told them no, y'all, or whatever, I was like, dang, did I make a mistake? I was like, man, I'm just gonna have to go through this pain then, I guess. So, but anyways, it really wasn't that bad until I got around like 8-9 centimeters. When I tell y'all, like, okay, the further you get to like 10 centimeters, it's when like you really gonna start like, you're gonna start pushing, but you're not trying to. And that's how it was every contraction. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my god. And so I swear, I don't know. I'm pretty sure maybe I did, but I really don't know if I went all the way to 10 centimeters, because when she checked me, like the last couple of hours she checked me, I was at 9.5 centimeters, because she was like, you still at 9 centimeters or whatever, but it looks like you can't be ready to push and all this stuff. And so she said we can try to start pushing now. I mean, so that's why I really feel like I really pushed that 9.5 centimeters, because if I'm 10 centimeters, then I'm gonna start pushing. But she said we can try to start pushing now. So I really feel like she just started pushing me at 9.5 centimeters, but whatever. So yeah, and I'll say like 9.5. I say like 9 or whatever centimeters. I start screaming like every contraction, because it's like I feel like I couldn't control nothing then. So yeah, I started pushing, and felt like I couldn't breathe. Like they wanted me to push back to back to back, and I'm trying to catch my breath. So I tuned them out, and I just took my time, my own time. Like I didn't catch my breath before I passed out. Y'all told me like So I really just did my own thing, and I just said forget it, cause I need to breathe or this baby not gonna come out. So I breathed. I pushed for about like, I'll say like 20 minutes, and then she was out, and I had got a 2nd degree tear. So yeah, they had to get stitches or whatever, and I feel like I didn't probably had to get stitches if I went all the way to 10 centimeters. If I didn't, but whatever, I probably would have told anyway, because first time moms usually tear anyways, not all but mostly. So yeah, and that's really it, y'all. And when she came out, everybody, they was already like, she already lifted her head up and stuff, and yeah, like it was crazy. And I had her at 10:51 June. I had her on June 24th, 10:51 a.m. and got there around like 2 something. So I wasn't there that long. And I did not want to be there for that long. Like I didn't want to be there for no double-digit hours, and I wasn't. So I'm glad about that. If I would have, oh y'all, my water didn't even break until I started pushing, and yeah, like right before I started pushing, that's my water broke. It was crazy, and I didn't even think, like I thought it'd just be like a leak or whatever, like just leaking there. It was like a gush out. I was like, wow. But anyways, yeah, the after I had the delivery, you know, the placenta or whatever, that felt weird. Like I felt it coming out. I mean, I felt her coming out too, and cause I didn't had an epidural or whatever. But it's not like, it didn't feel that bad. I didn't feel it like I'll say like the ring of fire, whatever they call it, the ring of fire. I didn't feel that part until like the last minute, right before she all came out. Like I felt that, I said like a couple seconds, and then she was already out, and then it stopped. And the placenta felt weird coming out. And yeah, but anyways, y'all, that's really it. I stayed at the hospital for only 1 day because, like I said, she was delivered at 10:51. So they told me that was already considered a day right there. And then I stayed another day, like the 4th day, and then they told me that I can stay another day if I wanted to, but everything was looking really good, so I can leave if I want to. So I left because I was tired of that food. I barely ate. the food, the meal they give you after you deliver the baby is the only good plate, and then everything else is really nasty. So yeah, but I mean, I really didn't have appetite after giving birth or whatever, and I still really don't, but I'm starting to get a little bit more, but I still don't got an appetite as well. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna do a separate video on like stuff like that. But anyways, we got to the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see y'all in my next video. Yeah. And we are out.